Good, beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to the Monday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. And I was guided to just share today. We had our patrons' second tier live event last night, where Master Jesus and Archangel Gabriel shared with us their insights, their knowledge, their wisdom on the simplest possible way that you can connect to God. Remember that being is within us. It was so profound, we were taken on this journey of information with them, and then they took us on a wonderful and exquisite journey to actually connect with God inside us. And again, anything I say about last night is paraphrasing what Jesus and Gabriel said. I'd be just paraphrasing it, and so keep that in mind. But they said the simplest way, and this is what I took out of this from last night, the simplest way to remember God, they said, this is the simplest way to remember God, is to close your eyes and become aware of your heartbeat. That your actual heart beating is God, and again, I'm paraphrasing, is God's hand giving you life. Again and again and again. The constant, endless stream of life that is your beating heart in your chest. And I said that was the simplest possible way to remember God. So when you go through your day today, I hope you'll keep that in mind, that this loving intelligence that's given you life to be here to hear these words, that gives you the ability to hear, to see, to perceive this world, is in your body with you right now, beating your heart, ensuring that you have life to experience, to become, to be, to do. And when we were all brought through this discussion and meditation last night, we were all in tears. We came back, when we came back into our bodies, there was literally this light on the screen flashing from my body, and Gabriel and Jesus said it was their light shining through me, so that anybody that was there to see could see that the light was coming through from them to all of us. And it was quite profound that inside each and every one of you, there is a life that's given to you. You can be aware of it. You're living it, but you're not responsible for its existence. It just is inside you. Anyway, I wanted to share that today personally. I don't often personally share information, but I really felt this was really important, that the simplest way to remember God is to simply close your eyes and remember that consciousness that is giving you life, allows you to be in this world, is beating your heart right now. If the heart were to stop beating, you would not be in this life. And so if you want to go through your day and you're in a dark place, remember that intelligence, that life, loves you sufficiently enough that knows that you are deserving of and worthy of life, of being able to exist and live. I'm being told to tell you that it's important you understand that it's the challenges that you will or will not face in your life come about predominantly by your use or misuse of free will. That is your ability to choose what you choose, to not choose what you do not choose. Your application of your will determines the existing effects you find yourself experiencing your reality, and whether it is good or not so good. There is no effect in your life, in your mind, in your body that does not have a cause. There is no effect that does not produce a cause, and there is no cause without an effect. When you realize that you are in error, that you are in suffering, this does not mean that you are wrong or bad. It simply means that the function and use of your will has not been very effectively utilized, and that you simply need to begin the process of evaluating how you use your will, what you place your attention upon, To what you attend, you shall befriend. If you attend and put your attention on anger and fear and frustration, then you will reap the experience of anger and fear and frustration. If you put your attention on creativity and playfulness and excitement and joy, then you will befriend playfulness, excitement, creativity, and joy. To what you attend, you shall be a friend. So watch what you do with your thinking mind. What you place your attention on is a function of will. Where you put your attention is a function of your free will. And what you put your attention on, you will begin to manufacture in your experience. And so watching this process this journey I've been on for the last 5.5 years has been very humbling in so many ways. I got a comment today on one of my YouTube videos of a person that said through the work that they've done through our courses and classes and watching the videos on YouTube and TikTok, they said they'd healed themselves of 4 debilitating physical conditions. And there are many such stories like that. You can go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and check out the testimonials page there and get some feedback on what people experience in classes and courses and readings with me. You know, inside each and every one of us is this divinity, as was said earlier, beating our hearts, beating your heart right now. There's something doing that for you. You don't do that. If you were to try opening and closing your hand at the same rate and speed your heart beats, your hand would get tired pretty darn fast. Think about that. If you try to move your hand in the same way your heart beats, try doing that for an hour or even a minute and watch what happens to your hand. It will get fatigued. Now try doing that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for a lifetime or many lifetimes. So if you're ever in doubt that there's a love inside you that cherishes your existence, that deems you worthy to be in this world, to be a participant in it, you simply have to close your eyes and put your attention on your heartbeat. And remember that beating heart is the actual hand, the word of divine saying, you are worthy of life. I am with you. I love you. And hearing Master Jesus and Archangel Gabriel last night saying that to all of us was just such an incredible and blissful experience to be in the presence of beings who live in a conscious relationship with God in every single moment. There's not a moment that Gabriel or Jesus or many of the archangels or ascended masters, there are very few moments, if any, that they are not in communion with the divine at all times, not conscious and mindful of the relationship they have with it, that guides all their words and actions. You know, life word is the key, life. And I want to share that experience with everybody. Good morning, Amanda. Thank you for the patron event yesterday. It was so beautiful. I'm so grateful to be here. Me too. It was so amazing. It was really so amazing to watch how people's lives just shift and change when you get closer to who you really are and away from the personality construct that has been wrapped around your consciousness by the environment, and you start to unravel yourself from the interpretations of the 5 sensory self. You start to move closer to who you are. Again, I'm not channeling anybody specific today, although it's been a couple of little snippets here. I really felt it very important that we all get that reminder that in us all, whether you are a saint or a sinner, if there is such a thing as a sinner, whether it doesn't matter your skin color, everyone that has a beating heart has the voice, the touch, and the love of God within them, saying you are worthy of life. You're worthy of it. You deserve it. I want to give it to you. And He gives it to you. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. Happy, beautiful Monday to you too. Hello, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't coming to do a channeling session today. I just wanted to share that most incredible thing that happened last night. But I also want to remind everybody you've got less than 2 weeks now to register for Masterclass 102 Liberation. Those of you that are registered, you're going to have an amazing time. You are going to just be blown away by what you experience, and your lives will be changed, and you will be going in a direction that's more in harmony with who you are than it was previously, because you're going to know things, and you're going to experience things, and you're going to understand things about yourself, about your world, about your mind, about your body, about your soul, that aren't taught in schools. And you're going to learn them in the 102 Masterclass. You're going to learn how to overcome old, debilitating emotional energies, how to release past life energies, traumas from your body, from your mind, from your soul. This is one of our most popular masterclasses. It still continues to introduce people to the concept of connecting to multidimensional beings, your guides, your angels, ascended master. We still are in the process in the Masterclass 102 of developing and activating clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and claircognizance. So there will be practices in the Masterclass 102 that loan themselves to you reactivating or reanimating or redeveloping or stimulating into development your non-physical senses, which allow you to comprehend and apprehend the world of spirit, energy, and consciousness, just the same way as your physical senses allow you to comprehend and apprehend the physical dimension. So you have senses for two different worlds that you live in. Think about it. Your thoughts are part of an invisible world. Think about that. You live in two worlds all the time. You are in a visible world through this physical body, and you are an invisible world through thought, imagination, memory, clairvoyance, clairaudience. This invisible realm exists, and you're part of the visible and invisible realm. And you're going to learn all about that. Go sign up for Masterclass 102 Liberation today. Go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com. The class begins August the 3rd. And watch how fast these 2 weeks go by. So you want to take advantage of getting in sooner rather than later. But I will happily do our normal Q&A for a little while. I've got another appointment coming up at 11 o'clock, so I won't be able to stay with you guys past 11 a.m. this morning. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you. I believe too. Good morning to you as well. Remember to share the live event with other people. Bring more people to this. It's funny. We had 5 people last night in our patrons only 21st of the month live event, and it felt like there were thousands there. There were just so many energetic presences around us, as there usually is. And there aren't just physical beings in this dimension. There are also non-physical beings in this dimension. But yeah, if you've got a question, I'll be happy to bring that to you. Good morning, beautiful soul. Hi. You told me Archangel Gabriel touched my third eye. My life has changed completely. Thank you. You're very welcome. Yeah, well, he works very closely with so many people that are open. I mean, most of the guides and ascended masters and archangels, if you understand the difference between finite perception and expanded awareness, it would make perfect sense how can Jesus or how can God or how can Buddha or how can the archangels be with many people simultaneously? Because a lot of people are calling on Master Saint Germain, a lot of people are calling on El Moria, a lot of people calling on Jesus all the time. How is it possible our minds, our finite minds, can't think of your physical body being in multiple places? Because they don't use a physical body to react and respond to so many people at once. Their awareness is expanded. Kind of like I'm aware of the space of this room that I sit in right now. And in this space, I'm aware of many different objects, things that are in that space, because my awareness is now expanded beyond the finite focus of looking at the camera and looking at you guys to now being more expanded, so I can include more time and space in my awareness, which means I can connect to many different things inside the spectrum of my awareness, the scope of its range. So Jesus and Buddha and God, other ascended masters can expand their awareness far beyond what most humans are familiar with being able to do, but everybody can learn to do it. And so Jesus can answer many people simultaneously and not be diminished in his function as a spiritual entity, as can Buddha, as can Yogananda, as can God, as many of the other deities that exist, right? Yeah, it's really wonderful that Archangel Gabriel works with you like that. Good morning. Will everything be okay with Sean and I? I get a yes. I got the order. I got a slight no and then a yes. And I asked what the no was about. And the no is about letting go of the fear that you still harbor in yourself about the relationship, letting go of the fear. They're saying if you let go of your fear, you will invite that which does not cause fear into your life. And they're telling me to tell you to get ready to be surprised. Because sometimes things don't quite happen the way we would expect them to, but happen the way we need them to. And I'm just relaying that message to you directly. Hello, Sophia. Welcome. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Question: how can my father get over his mouth ulcer, which has been persistent for a long time? Wow. I'm being told you need to tell your father to speak words of love, to think words of love, to spend days, hours in the contemplation and the expression of love as words and as thoughts. It is time that he release his bitter words from his heart and mind. He must release his bitter words from his heart and mind. Let him only speak of love and truth and goodness. Let him think of only truth and love and goodness. And you shall see, and he shall see, and you shall both know. Wow. It's so true, you know. They tell me that repeatedly, that the words we speak, the thoughts we think, organize experiences for us. You know, the nature and quality of your thoughts, your words, and your mind affect you. What Jesus obviously says, I mean, even in Christian mythology, they quote Master Jesus as saying, it's not what goes into a man's mouth that defileth his temple, it's what comes out of it, right? Very fascinating. So it's very important consideration to watch what we speak and watch what we think towards ourselves or others. You know, when that attempted assassination on former President Trump, and watching how some people were angry and upset and dismayed that he wasn't killed. That's a horrible thing, that you would wish death upon anybody. Because what you shall wish upon another, you shall in part give to yourself. When you wish death upon another, you die a little inside. Keep that in mind. What you think, what you speak, affect you. Remember that. You're very welcome, Sophia. What is God's desire for me in this lifetime? For you to be happy. For you to choose the happy life. That is all that he desires for you. For you to choose the happy life. Yeah, so many people are confusing happiness with the acquisition of wealth and control and power. Having things as a substitution for love is often a very poor way of experiencing real love, right? But yeah, I want you to choose the happy life, Jerusalem. My morning is going very well, thank you. Had a great time at the gym this morning. Yeah. William, how does one deal when you know there are bad intentions towards your family? First and foremost, you need to hold good intentions towards those who you know that are thinking badly about you. If you get upset or angry at people who have bad intent, you know they have bad intentions, send them love. Don't tell them you're doing it. And watch the fun begin. When you start transmitting, I wish you love and grace no matter what. Do that. Do that for like a couple of days. I wish you only love and grace. And watch what happens. Watch how things unfold. That's the simplest way to do it. is to just wish those love your enemies, right? As Jesus says, love your enemies. So send them love. Don't have to speak it out loud, but think it to them. No matter what you think or feel or believe, I wish you nothing but love and grace. Not only will the speaking of those words be good for you, it will also be good for them. Perhaps not in the way they might appreciate, but it will certainly force a change in their energy without any maliciousness on your part. So simply, I extend and wish only love and grace upon you. What a wonderful concept, eh? That you could wish only love and grace upon anyone. Yes, it's lots of fun. Good morning. You're very welcome, Lily. I always left an angel guarding me. What is my angel's name, please, and thank you? Well, that's a good question. Archangel Michael likes working with you, but he says your ears are a little plugged. You have difficulty hearing him when he's around you. He says you do not need protection when love dwells in your heart. You do not need protection when love dwells in your heart. Cultivate love in your heart, and that shall be the great shield of God around you at all times. Cultivate love in your heart. Oh, I like that. Thank you, Michael. There we go. Hi. Well, thank you for the badges. Really appreciate it. You're very welcome. I'm trying to connect to my spirit guide. Any advice? Yes. Sign up for a masterclass 102 Liberation. You'll catch the tail end of Masterclass 102 because all of our courses were designed by the Ascended Masters to dovetail into each other so that you'll gain practical experience with the existing students that are coming from 101 to 102, and you'll be able to work with them in practicing the development of connecting to your guides and your angels, learning how to sense their presence and their energy around you and how they communicate and connect with you, because they do. Your guides and your angels. Think about it. How many people are fascinated by 11, 11, and 12? Why are you fascinated? It's not the numbers that are fascinating. It's the information that's attempting to be communicated to you. Because your guides and your angels will always communicate to you in a level that you're capable of receiving the information. Because they wouldn't even bother trying to communicate to you if you couldn't receive it. So they'll always try to present information to you in a way that you're able to receive it. You just have to learn how to receive it. In a Masterclass 102 Liberation, you'll be getting into the nuts and bolts of how to actually sense and feel your guides, your angels, and how to connect with them, right? So you can do that. Wonderful. Good morning, Amanda. Question. I feel very drawn to South Asian spirituality. May I ask why? Buddha. You want to study the Buddha now. It is time for you to study the Buddha now. Study not so much the words, but the practice of the Buddha, of the process of stilling your mind and sitting in the lotus of your being, where you can observe everything around you but be attached to nothing. It's important you experience and indulge yourself in the practice and the study of the Buddha. I love it. I've taken your courses. It's been difficult to connect to spirit guide. Yeah, it takes practice. It really does. About 95% of the people that come to our courses connect to their guides, their angels, to various degrees, their loved ones even. And the function of the practice is more important. Again, you got somebody standing on your right side right now, Mama. You got somebody standing on your right side right now. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes. Breathe and relax. Feel their presence in the only way that you can. Let yourself feel them the way you can. You might feel a cold breeze, or you might feel a tingly sensation, or the sensation of something being placed against your cheek, or a hand upon your shoulder. But you'll feel them in the way that you can receive them, because they won't try to connect you in a way that you can't receive them. They'll always try to connect to anybody in a way that that individual can receive them, right? Oh, you're welcome, Amanda. Hi. Hi, William. What is the name of my guardian angel? Thank you. The name that first popped in my head, it's funny. Delmar is the name I'm getting. I'm getting the name Delmar. And it's funny because it reminds me of a name I knew and heard when I was very, very young, Dalamar. But no, this is very different. That's why it's comparing the two names are very different. Delmar. Oh, you're very, very welcome. It's when you've been conditioned, like take your name, for example, the name that you've been given, the birth name your body was given by your parents, that birth name. Try going by a different name today. Change your name and have people call you a different name. Most people will have a very difficult time remembering your new name. Just like your own mind has difficulty changing itself. It cannot change itself. You have to, through an act of your will, direct your mind to change. It cannot change itself. The mind is incapable of changing itself. It requires you to direct and operate it. And most people believe they are the content of their mind, and therefore they don't think they can change their mind. No, deep emotional and mental dysfunction aren't because there's something wrong with the individual. The individual has not been trained properly in how to differentiate between thought, memory, emotion, and awareness. And I know from personal experience, having been lost in the depths of very dark and painful emotions for many years, and not being able to distinguish myself from those emotions was very painful. When you believe that your emotions are who you are, it's very difficult because most of the emotions you have were given to you by television, radio. Most of what you think and feel isn't even yours, right? Very different energy for me today to come on like this. I don't feel like living anymore. Would love any advice. Thank you. Hello, Azen Kuresa. Let me ask you to do something. I'm being told to ask you to do this. So, Anson, I want you to just take a slow, deep breath and relax your body. Like, just a slow, deep breath and give your body permission to relax. And the reason I'm being told to tell you to use your breath to get your body relaxed is it allows you to begin a process of differentiating yourself from the despair by getting the body to relax. You move yourself by directing the body to relax through your breath. You begin to take over proper authority over your physical body. Again, many people are lost in the illusion that the mind and body are who they are. So breathe slowly and deeply and allow your body to relax. Allow it to relax as fully and completely as you can. You can give muscles permission to relax. You can give muscles permission to relax. Secondarily, turn your attention to the thoughts in your mind, the memories and the concerns that are there. Turn your attention, observe them, and say to them, it is okay to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful for a short time. Just use your breath for this. And as you exhale, let your mind, give your mind permission to become quiet, calm, and peaceful. Gently, don't force it. Just gently say, be still, be quiet, be peaceful, and continue to breathe slowly and deeply, directing your thinking mind with the idea that it is okay for it not to think for a little while. It's okay for your thoughts to be still and quiet. Your mind and your body will be perfectly safe while you instruct them to be still and quiet. As you continue to do this, if you're persistent, if thoughts come up, if emotions come up, and you simply say, it is okay to be still, it is okay to be quiet, it is okay to relax. You gently assert that to the mind and the body. You continue to assert that. What begins to happen as your mind and body, if you are persistent in giving them this instruction, then your mind and body will begin to become quieter, calmer, and more peaceful. And you will begin to feel the vibration of your awareness, which is separate and distinct from the content of your mind and the form of the flesh. Your body and your mind are but extensions that you use to interact with this dimension. So as you move into the proper position of awareness, recognizing you can direct your mind and you can direct your body to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful, you'll begin to feel the essence of what you are as something that's unique and distinct from the content of your mind and the structure of your physiology, that you are very different than your mind and body, but you use them as mechanisms to be able to interact with this dimension. Apply this process very gently and do so for the next few minutes, gently giving your mind and body permission to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful, letting your mind and body know that they are perfectly safe to not think for a little while. They're perfectly safe to relax and be still. Let your mind and body know that you will let them stay safe while you direct them to be calm and quiet and peaceful. You see, for some of you, it can be very difficult to find the true meaning in your life when all you are looking through is what you've been given to think about from the world. The true meaning of your life will not come from what the world gives you. The true meaning of your life will come when you begin to reflect upon the nature of who you truly are, as something that's unique and distinct from the cacophony of thoughts and memories and emotions that you have stored in your physiology. When you begin to make that distinction between your body and your mind, you begin to find what we call the doorway to freedom. Wow, thank you. Hi. Oh, thank you for the rose. Really appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Pippa. I really appreciate that. Hi. Hi. I'm very drawn and keep seeing signs of sacred geometry and Melchizedek method. Is this my path? It's part of your path. It's not an either or in your path. There are multiple things that you'll be incorporating, but this is one part, one fork of your path that is opened up for you to explore. It will rejoin with other things that you're working on as well. Yes. Yes. Okay. So yeah, you want to explore that. Don't get lost in that. It's not just Melchizedek. It's Archangel Metatron that you're also getting some of these sacred geometric symbols from. So you want to also explore the teachings of Archangel Metatron. Be very beneficial for you, in addition to what you can learn from Melchizedek, right? Oh, Anson saying, thank you so much, brother. Thank you, Amanda and JG. Much gratitude. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, brother. It's an amazing thing, when you realize you are not your mind, you are not your body. You have a mind, you have a body. We've got somebody coming on live with us today. Hello, beautiful soul. How are you? Did you have a question, a consideration, or a request? Hello?
I had a question, actually. I've been missing my mom a lot, and I constantly am seeing like 111, 222, 333, like all in a pattern, and I feel it's her, but then you think, am I crazy?
Okay. So what is your name and where are you from?
My name is Heather, and I'm from Canada.
Hello, Heather. Okay, so can I ask you to do something?
Sure.
Okay, so I want you to take a deep breath, Heather, and I want you to relax your body. And as you let your body relax, at the same time, give your mind permission to become still. And as your mind and body begin to relax and the mind begins to get a little quieter, I want you to sense the space around your body, about 4 feet around your body. Just feel the space around 4 feet around your body in all directions. Just sense that space. Now, into that space, I want you to make the request for the energy of your mother. You can think her name to her. You can think to her, mother, mom, whatever way you communicate with her, and ask her to step into that field around that body, that space. Ask her to step into that space around your body and describe what you start to experience coming into and around that space around your body, and describe that.
My heart's racing.
So
I picture purple.
Okay, so feel that vibration of purple. Just feel that vibration of purple. And now ask in your mind, is this you, mom? Just ask that question. Is this you, mom? And watch what happens to the purple. And then describe that.
Yeah, it's bright.
Okay.
It's bright.
Okay. So let yourself feel that and ask her to come closer to you. Ask her to bring her energy closer to you. Bring that, ask her to come closer to you. And as she comes closer to you, describe what you're experiencing.
Tingling on my arms.
Yes. Yeah. So just again, allow yourself. Yes. Okay. So now you can feel her presence. Remember, she doesn't have a physical body, but she has energy. You've been missing her a lot, not because she's missing. You're missing her a lot because she's been trying to really communicate to you. She says she wants you to not be discouraged. She wants you to go forward. Play. She said, play. You got to play more. But you can feel that energy around you now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now you know one of the ways in which your mother will energetically connect to you. She'll use that color. She can use those sensations. That's one of the ways, two of the ways that she has of connecting with you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. I would highly encourage you, because you're going to have a good time, a lot of fun with this. But I encourage you to spend some time after we hang up from you, and then you just spend time with her energy so that you can have an exchange with her. It doesn't necessarily, you can ask her to give you information in words, or you can just allow yourself to feel her energy and let her energy and your energy exchange information. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, darling. And so you can see that just because your loved ones leave the physical dimension does not mean that they do not exist. They just do not have a physical body where they can communicate physical words as sound waves. They do not have a physical body that can physically touch you, but they are still a function of energy. And what we just witnessed is this beautiful soul connecting with the energy of her mother. Her mother used two things to connect her. First, a purple light. When she requested her mother to come into the space around her body, she perceived a purple light. Then she asked, "Is this you?" The light got brighter. Then we asked her to ask her mother to come closer, and then she started feeling tingling sensations in her arms. So remember, your loved ones do not exist in physical bodies when they leave this dimension, but they still exist as consciousness. And many of you, like this beautiful soul, was missing her mother a lot lately because her mother's been trying to commune and connect to her for quite some time now. Now that connection is reestablished, she can now sit today and be in the energy with her mother and let that exchange of energy happen between the two of them, right? It's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much for coming on with us. I really appreciate that. You're very welcome. Leslie's asking, "Hi, I'm still trying to find anybody to help me get the truth into the files. Is there anybody anywhere?" Yes, you have to request it. As long as you're doubting it, it's not possible to say someone is about to put the truth out. Get focused on that idea. The truth is being revealed, not shall be revealed. The truth is being revealed. Let that be your focus today, Leslie. The truth is being revealed. You don't have to concern yourself with who's going to reveal it or how it's going to be revealed. Just assert that the truth is being revealed. Period. And stay with that. Stay with that for the next couple of hours. The truth is being revealed. Hi. Someone wants to request on. Let's see who are there. Okay, we'll bring Tina on here. Good morning, Tina. How are you today?
Hi.
Where are you from?
Great. How are you?
I'm great. Where are you from, Tina?
I'm from Alberta.
Well, welcome, Alberta. Glad to have you here. What is your question, your consideration, or your request?
Oh, thank you so much. I'm just wondering if there's a better way. I mean, I feel my mother around me a lot, but I was wondering if there's a better way I can communicate with her to feel her better.
Well, were you watching when this other woman was interacting with her mother's energy?
Yes.
Okay, so this is important you understand this. You're living in a physical body, they were living in a physical body, and you've learned to interact with the physical dimension. And now you want to learn how to interact with the non-physical dimension, and you don't use your body necessarily to do that, although it can happen. They can physically interact with you as you saw with her. But if you want to deepen the communication with your mother, you can start asking her to show you in symbols or words or images what she wants to communicate to you.
Okay.
So you get your mind, you get your body quiet, and you say, Mom, I want you to communicate to me in words, symbols, and images that I can understand what you're saying. And you want to be patient with that because, again, you're trying to train your perception to perceive information beyond the 5 sensory world. Do you understand?
Thank you. Yes.
And that's the way to begin that process. Again, I highly recommend you sign up for Masterclass 102 Liberation, where you'll get exposed to different ways of releasing energy that blocks you from being able to connect to these other realms of information with, especially with your mother and other individuals you might want to connect more intimately with, as you're indicating. But I'm so grateful you came on today with us, Tina.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a great day, darling.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And so sometimes you need different information than what the world has given you. Sometimes you need different experiences than you can get from the world. But ultimately, to connect to your loved ones and other multidimensional beings, you have to learn to put your mind and your body aside so that your awareness is free to perceive other dimensions of information than just the 5 sensory world of information. Very important. It's why many gurus and masters, ascended masters, angels, other deities train people to first meditate so that they can get the mind and body out of the path of your perception. Because as beautiful as our minds and bodies can be, they can also interfere with other aspects of perception, keep us stuck only in this dimension, right? They tell me that all the time. People are stuck in this dimension. Danielle is asking, can I send you a Patreon question? Yes, please do, Daniela. For those of you that want to join my Patreon page, please go to patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. I have 2 tiers. You can get one private live event with me on the 7th of each month, where we do a patrons only live event, where we do either discussion or a channeling from an ascended master and other multidimensional beings. For 1 tier, we got a 2nd tier where you can come on live and get 2 live events personally with me, and where you can ask questions and answers directly. We hold those meetings on Zoom. And like I said, last night was probably one of the most humbling and heart-moving Patreon events I had. Having Archangel Gabriel and Master Jesus with us on how to connect with God directly was quite moving. But yeah, so you can also support the channel by becoming a patron and get the benefits of very powerful connecting monthly meetings. I'm very drawn and keep seeing signs of sacred. Oh yeah, we got you. There you go. That's hi there. Hi, good to see you. I feel part of my path will be to become a writer. I wrote 1 book, but feel more to come. Am I right? Yes, you are absolutely right, Iris. You are absolutely right. You want to add the flavor of the function. What do you mean by that? They're saying you need to add the flavor of the function. What is the function of this creation that you call your book? What is its function going to be as a tool to humanity's growth and evolution and unfoldment? Consider the function of your writing, and it will be far more precise in how it will impact and transform the world that you wish to change by being a writer. I like that. That's pretty cool. Hi. Wonderful. Yeah, a lot of people miss their mom, but when you feel that sensation of I'm missing them, because sometimes it'll happen out of nowhere. You're walking down the street saying, oh, I miss my mom, or I miss my brother, or I miss my dad. When that happens, pause. Because in that moment, they're actually interacting with your energy. They're actually present with you. And if you pause, and instead of thinking about letting your mind think they're missing, because your mind relies on the past, right? That's what your mind does. It only thinks about the past. So you want to connect to their energy and just say, I want to feel, you're actually feeling their presence. And stay with it. Say, come closer. I want to feel you more. There's ways you change your perceptual apparatus to perceive their energy, rather than letting your mind negate their existence just because they don't have a physical body. Right? That was so beautiful. Yeah, it was pretty beautiful, wasn't it? Goosebumps. I dreamt about numbers but can't remember them. How do I remember them? Ask to be shown. Just close your eyes and ask. Ask to be shown the numbers during the daytime where your mind and body will be conscious enough to remember them. Or before you go to sleep at night, tell your mind and body, you will remember all the numbers I perceive. You must tell your mind and body what to do. It's like, if you don't tell your body to pick up that glass and drink the water, it won't do it. So when you put your mind and body to bed at night, you want to say to it, you will remember the numbers that I receive, or you remember whatever you want your body and mind to remember that I perceive, but you must state it that way. For you, anyway, you must state it that way. I want you to remember what I perceive, the numbers, the experiences I perceive. I want you to remember what I perceive, right? So it understands that it's supposed to react and respond to your instruction. Hi. Hi there. Aw. Well, hello, Sonia. Is my husband here? Well, I'm going to invite you on, Sonia. Let's see what happens here. This will be very exciting. Hello, Sonia. Welcome to the show. And where are you from?
I'm from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
Well, wonderful to have you here, Ottawa. I'm so grateful. So you miss your husband, and I can feel the energy of him around you right now. And that sadness you feel, again, is your mind telling you about how bad it feels not having him around. And I understand that, but are you willing to open up to experiencing his energy directly?
Yes.
Okay. Are you sitting up straight, or are you sitting or standing right now?
I'm sitting.
Okay. Can you sit up and bring your back up straight, and kind of keep your shoulders back a bit, and take a slow, deep breath. And as you exhale, give your body permission to relax. Just consciously, as you exhale, give the body permission to relax. And then do 2 more breaths where you're just giving the body permission to relax. That's it. Okay. Now turn your attention to that sensation of sadness, and to that sensation of sadness, communicate the thought, I love you, I will not ignore you. Just communicate that thought to the sadness. I love you, and I will not ignore you. Okay? Okay. Now, I want you to let your awareness feel the space around your body. Feel the space about 4 feet around your body. Just like with your eyes closed, just feel that space around you. Let me know when you're doing that.
I am.
Okay. Now, think or speak your husband's name and ask his energy to come close to you, and describe what you feel happening in that space.
Dave, come to me. I feel a warm sensation.
Yeah. Where do you feel that warm sensation?
On my arms and my heart.
Yeah. So let yourself feel that. Now just communicate the thought, thank you for coming closer, Dave.
Thank you for coming closer to me, Dave.
Now ask him to give you a feeling that he wants to give you at this time. Just ask him to give you a feeling he wants to give you at this time.
Yeah, feeling.
And then describe what happens.
I just feel warm tingle around my arms.
Yeah. So let yourself feel that. And again, say to him, thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Now he's telling me to tell you that all those birds that are singing around you right now are there because of him. He says he knows you love the sound of birds, and so he tries to get them singing around. He tries to get them singing around you all the time. So how's your energy feeling right now? What happened to that sadness? What's different?
I feel more calm.
Yeah, isn't that fascinating? And once you know you can interact with their energy, then you realize they're not gone. They're just not in, he's just not in a physical body anymore. That's the difference. Do you understand?
True. Yes.
Wow. So again, sense his presence again in the way you did, like that tingling sensation. And because he's putting his hands on your arms right now, right? So you want to feel that. And again, communicate to him, thank you for being a part of my life. Just communicate that to him.
Thank you for being
Right. Now, yeah, there you go. Let yourself feel that. Now, what's changing in your energy right now?
The sadness.
Okay. So the sadness is getting more intense?
Yeah.
Okay. That's because he's getting closer to you. So open yourself up and say, I accept your love. Just communicate that to Dave. I accept your love right now.
I accept your love right now.
And just let yourself feel what you feel when you do that. And describe what happens.
Calmer.
Yeah, immediately, right?
Yeah.
You see, your mind has been conditioned to believe there's this thing called death, and that when a person's body ceases to function, they no longer exist. That's not true. And when you believe that truth, it causes, when you believe something is not true, it's painful. Believing a lie is not,
Yes.
believing a lie is painful. But when the moment you acknowledge his presence, that sadness dissipated twice now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So keep that in mind when that sadness comes up. That's when he's trying to get closer to you, to comfort you, to restore you to love, to living in the joy that he always wanted you to live in.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just feel it. I feel warm in my heart.
Yeah. That's because he's now, because as you start to acknowledge his presence, he can interact with you more. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Right. There's more that you can learn about this. And again, if you want, you might want to consider booking a one-on-one session with me. Go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and you can book a reading with me, and we can go deeply into some of the information that he wants to share with you that I'm not comfortable sharing out in this forum with the public. But I'm so grateful that you came on with us, Sonia. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have yourself.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
I will. Thank you so much. So you can see when you were attached to a lie, it's painful. So the belief that he's gone caused this sadness. And then she acknowledges his presence, and the sadness dissipates, and she feels the calmness, because truth does not cause you to suffer, right? Anyway, thank you so much, Sonia, for coming on with us. You are not alone in this life, anybody. Hi, Aram. Hi, William. Any messages for connecting with others here in the physical after an extended period of isolation and personal transformation? Thank you for holding this space for others. You're very welcome, Aram. Aram, sign up for Masterclass 102 Liberation. It starts in 2 weeks, but sign up today, williammichaelforbes.com. You'll enter into a community of like-minded individuals. You'll also begin to open up your consciousness to other realms of information, your guides, your angels, ascended masters, and you'll begin to let go of some of the emotions and frustrations that may have contributed to your feelings of isolation, right? Because I've been in that place of isolation and not being able to connect. But I highly encourage you to do that. Sending you much love too. Thank you so much. I do now have to. Who was the woman that visited and lifted me up into a peaceful, loving space 4 days ago? That was Ascended Master Kuan Yin that did that for you. Ascended Master Kuan Yin. Right? Beautiful soul. I love her energy. Hi, everybody. Someone's saying, I highly recommend the Patreon events. Can you please repeat the link to your Patreon event? Well, you can't. My Patreon page is patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. And you can sign up as a 1-tier or 2-tier patron there. The difference is you get 2 live events a month versus 1. If you're tier 2, you get 2 events a month. Anyway, I'm so grateful and excited and happy that you all came by today. And I want to thank all of you that ventured into the unfamiliar by coming on and sharing your heart and your soul with us, and sharing the beautiful reconnection of the energy between you and your loved ones, recognizing they don't cease to exist because the physical body's there. It's like when water evaporates, doesn't mean it doesn't exist, right? When water evaporates, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's just changed form. I want to wish you all much, much love again. Go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and check out all my available services there, classes, courses, readings, specialized, customized meditation events. And I want to wish you, each and every one of you, much, 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 much love, and have yourselves a wonderful and joyful day. Bye for now.